Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs class. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to complete the February CA series, and 24th तक हमने कल कर लिया था. Yesterday we have completed 24th Feb CA. Now today we are going to discuss most important news from 25 to 28 Feb, right? So Feb would be completed with this. And I hope the audio and video is good. So let's begin with the class. First 25-26 CA we are looking at, and then 27-28 will be there. So first category, ASI Finance and Business News. According to the EY report, India has maintained a tax buoyancy in the range of 1.2 to 1.5 to achieve a growth of 6. Has to maintain this tax buoyancy to achieve this range of growth rate from 6.5 to 7%. So here, the concept of tax buoyancy is important. The figure as such is not so much important. Figure says that if India wants to be in a growth rate of a range between 6.5% to 7%, you have to maintain a tax buoyancy in range of 1.2 to 1.5. 1.2 to 1.5. So first of all, the concept is important. What is tax buoyancy? Tax buoyancy is responsiveness of tax revenue collection in response to your rise in GDP numbers, right? So that means if your GDP is rising, it should result in more tax revenue collection as well. Then only it would be said that your tax is buoyant enough, right? So tax buoyancy is what? It is the ratio of change in tax revenue in relation to change in gross domestic product, as I told you. So if your GDP is changing, so whether it is increasing or decreasing, whatever the change is, if your GDP is changing, what is the response of tax in terms of change in GDP? Tax buoyancy, and this is the figure. Next, you have the fintech firm CRED. CRED has unveiled Svalbard. What is this Svalbard? Svalbard is basically kind of tool which can help customers improve their credit score management, etc. So CRED has introduced this tool Svalbard. Svalbard will help consumers and customers in managing and improving their credit scores. They can manage and they can improve their credit score. They can track their credit scores easily. So this is Svalbard. Remember, CRED has launched this. Next one is NPCI. NPCI has directed all its issuer banks, payment service providers, banks, applications on whatever platform UPI Lite is there. UPI Lite. Acha, UPI Lite you all know. UPI Lite kya hai? Smaller amount transactions in a quick way, right? Also sometimes when network connectivity is not properly available there, you can use UPI Lite to do the transactions, right? So UPI Lite में a small amount of transaction you can do easily, quickly. Also when poor network is there. So UPI Lite के लिए NPCI ने बोला है is live to implement and make active the transfer out functionality by 31st March 2025. So they are saying that now on UPI Lite platform, whatever platform pe UPI Lite is available, transfer out functionality will be available. So what is this transfer out functionality? Transfer out functionality पहले क्या होता था? UPI Lite में जो आपने पैसा रख दिया उसको आप बैंक में वापस नहीं ट्रांसफर कर सकते, right? Now whatever amount you have put in your UPI Lite wallet, that can be transferred back to your normal bank account from whichever you have transferred it back. So this is transfer back functionality. It will be applicable, remember, by 31st March 2025. And currently, you see, users cannot withdraw their balances held in UPI Lite account. You cannot withdraw the balance in UPI Lite, but now you can. By 31st March, it would be implemented. So this is important, remember, coming from NPCI. Then next you have, yes, Prime Minister Internship Scheme Mela. Recently, you see, Prime Minister Internship Scheme Mela was organized by Ministry of Corporate Affairs in collaboration with Confederation of Indian Industry CII in Salt Lake City, Kolkata. So Kolkata mein this was organized. Prime Minister Internship program is quite important. We have discussed in the last year's budget, it was announced, where they want to provide internship opportunities in top 500 companies to the youth, right? So associated ministry is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. What is the aim? To harness the potential of India's youth population by providing them with 12-month paid internships. 12-month paid internships, right? Remember this thing, 21 to 24 is the eligible age group. What are the benefits under the scheme? This is very important, Prime Minister Internship Program. Remember the typical features of it. So you see financial assistance of 5,000 rupees. So monthly will be there, supplemented by one-time financial assistance of rupees 6,000. So 6,000 would be one time, but then 5,000 will be there for 12 months, right? So remember that, and 12 months real life experience will be provided in top companies. Top 500 companies will be selected. Next is your Paytm recently has launched Paytm Solar Soundbox. Solar Soundbox. So if you look at this diagram, solar soundbox. Soundbox hote hain, when you do the transaction, it says 20 rupees received on phone pay or Paytm, whatever kind of thing, right? So soundbox hai. Ab this is solar soundbox. It will have a solar chip or whatever which helps it, you know, recharge itself with the help of sunlight. So thodi hi der mein, when you put it under the sunlight, it will get charged. You will not require it to, you know, you will not be charging it separately. So it is sustainable, right? It is a green solution kind of thing, and also it will save a lot of cost. So charging यहाँ पर बच जाएगी, and solar power से it would run. Solar powered auto charging है, and 4G connectivity है almost. So this is India's first soundbox powered by the sun. Please remember this. This is important. It has been launched by Paytm. थोड़ी सी देर sunlight लेने के बाद ही it would be working for quite long hours. The next one is Razorpay. Razorpay has introduced 4 major innovations. 4 major innovations. Razorpay ने कुछ introduce किया है. Let's see what are they. First is Razorpay X corporate cards. So corporate cards, specific corporate entities की needs को serve करने के लिए these have been introduced. Remember, in partnership with Yes Bank. Second one is Buyer Protection Program by Razorpay. What is this Buyer Protection Program? It is India's first buyer protection feature. It instills trust for online shoppers. How? By providing money back guarantee on non-delivery or fraudulent transactions. If non-delivery of fraudulent transaction has occurred, it provides that your money would be guaranteed. It would be back to your account. This is the thing. Then third is Ray Agentic AI Toolkit. Ray Agentic AI Toolkit. What is this? It is first AI powered suite for India for onboarding, integration, real time payment, intelligence and more. AI powered tool है किसी प्लेटफॉर्म को ऑनबोर्ड करना, रियल टाइम पेमेंट करना, इंटेलिजेंस के लिए lot of works it would be doing. So remember Ray Agentic AI Toolkit. Then Razorpay Engage gift cards. Gift cards you all know already what are they. So these are certain products recently launched by Razorpay. Regulatory bodies news में you have SEBI imposing a penalty of rupees 5.05 crores on Indian Clearing Corporation. Why? Because it has recently failed to comply with the cyber security and system audit related rules. Moving on to banking news. Standard Chartered Bank to open priority center. The Standard Chartered Bank, it will be opening up its priority centers in 10 cities, remember. 10 cities across the country by 2025. Presently, it has 14 priority centers, 10 more cities mein, which include your Indore, Chandigarh, Noida, Hyderabad, Delhi, Bengaluru, Kolkata and Chengappa. Next is Bank of Baroda will be launching Baroda Kisan Pride Scheme. Remember this thing. Baroda Kisan Pride Scheme. What is this scheme? First of all, it will be launched in Karnataka to encourage farmers to adopt scientific practices in agriculture. They will be encouraging farmers to adopt scientific practices, sustainable practices in agriculture. or agricultural activities, and they will be providing them finance to farmers up to 250% of the scale of finance fixed by the state level और डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल टेक्निकल कमेटी. 250% ऑफ द स्केल ऑफ फाइनेंस का क्या मतलब है यहाँ पर? वट एवर योर प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट इज, उसका 2.5 टाइम्स तक इट वुड बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू फाइनेंस. गॉट दैट पॉइंट? सो रिमेंबर, बड़ौदा किसान प्राइड में टू अडॉप्ट मोर scientific practices in agriculture, they will be providing finance. How much percent? 250% of the scale of finance. That means 2.5 times of your project cost broadly. Next is Finance and Insurance Corporation Muthoot Finance recently has received RBI approval to open up 115 new branches. So remember, Muthoot Finance has recently got this approval from RBI to set up 115 new branches. Next is life and health insurers recently have raised concerns over the government's proposal to extend free look period for private insurers from 1 month to 1 year. अभी recently government ने propose किया है free look period जो होता है private insurers के लिए, they have proposed that they will be increasing this free look period from 1 month to 1 year. Now what is this free look period? Free look period क्या होता है? It is a time period provided to the person who have bought the insurance. आपने खरीद ली policy, right? You have bought the insurance policy. Now what happens is, after you have purchased it, you are provided say 1 month period of time to look into it detail में, go through it in detail. If you find it is not useful or it is not serving your purpose, you can cancel it. This is free look period. Your all money, whichever you have, whatever you have spent, including your premium if you have paid, would be returned back. अब यहाँ पर they are saying कि 1 month की जगह 1 year would be provided. So of course the insurance companies would be worried, right? So this is the thing. Remember, proposal है अभी 1 month to 1 year. 1 month to 1 year. Then next is your AMFI, Association of Mutual Funds in India, has launched 3 strategic initiatives. 3 initiatives इन्होंने launch की हैं. First is छोटी SIP, तरुण योजना and मित्रा. छोटी SIP, तरुण योजना and मित्रा. नाम से ही it is quite possible to guess. छोटी SIP is what? Small ticket size of the SIP. It introduces rupees 250 SIP. Particularly, this is for those who are coming from underserved segments. Those who don't have enough to afford large size, ticket size SIPs, so they can also participate. Financial inclusion, choti SIP. Second is Tarun Yojana. Tarun Yojana. It seeks to integrate financial literacy into school curriculum. How you can make students aware of financial literacy. Financial literacy is very, very important nowadays, right? So whether you know history, you know politics, you don't remember the figures of past and all, but financial awareness and financial literacy is very important so that you can plan your finances and money accordingly. Mitra platform. Mitra platform is to address challenges, by enabling investors and their legal hires to identify, recover inactive or forgotten mutual fund holdings, to identify such holdings, those who have remained inactive for quite a period of time, and then deal with them. So these are the 3 initiatives. Now moving on to national and state news. Delhi High Court has recently ruled that weekly rest for pilots will be raised from 36 hours to 48 hours from July 1st, 2025. Weekly rest जो provide किया जाता है pilots को, it will be raised from 36 hours to 48 hours from 1st July 2025. Moving on to state news. First one is Telangana government has recently announced construction of greenfield radial road named Ratan Tata Road. So, paying homage to the legendary Ratan Tata, this decision is coming from Telangana. Ratan Tata Road will be constructed. Second is Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has launched 1000 Mudalvar Marudangs, which is Chief Minister's pharmacies. These are pharmacies where they will be providing medicines at discounts up to 75% across the entire state. So this is to make healthcare more affordable. Remember. Next is Datia. Datia in Madhya Pradesh has become 8th airport. after the approval from DGCA. So Madhya Pradesh mein Datia. Now Madhya Pradesh has this 8th airport after approval from DGCA, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, Datia. Remember that. Next one is the Recruits Training Center of Central Industrial Security Force in Arakkonam has been renamed as Rajaditya Chola Thakolam in memory of Chola Prince. So remember this renaming. The Recruits Training Center of CISF in Arakkonam has been renamed as Rajaditya Chola in reverence to the famous Chola king. Then you have international news. So a top advisor to US President Donald Trump is advocating for Canada's removal from Five Eyes in Intelligence Alliance. Okay, Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance. So this Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance is important. Jisme they want Canada to be removed. That the issue, political issue is Canada recently, as far as I remember, has commented or has published this thing somewhere, you know, ki US is one of their states, right? So that has sparked this controversy. Now they want Canada to be removed from this group. What is Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance? Member countries you need to remember, because this alliance is new, so I'm telling you this is very, very important. Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance. Remember the countries on your fingertips, right? So first, United States, Canada, of course, then UK, Australia, and New Zealand. US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. US, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. 1941 में establish किया गया था. They have collaborated so far on security, global intelligence efforts and all, right? So this is Five Eye Intelligence Unit. Next, you have US President recently has announced his plan to sell gold card. Gold card residency permits will be provided, offering immigrants a pathway to American citizenship. Then after that, they will have a way to get American citizenship. This gold card could replace EB-5, Immigrant Investor Visa Program, and particularly this gold card is, via the gold card, they are targeting wealthy individuals. They want wealthy individuals to reside in the US. This is the entire thing. Remember this gold card. Then next is new international fund, Kali Fund. Kali Fund recently was created on 25th Feb at 16th Conference of Parties to United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity in Rome. This is very important to remember. First of all, where it was held? It was held in Rome. It was Conference of Parties to whom? It was Conference of Parties to UN Convention on Biological Diversity, right? Which number of Conference of Parties it was there? So it was 16th COP. वहां पर काली फंड क्रिएट किया गया था. What is this Kali Fund? This fund will be utilized for biodiversity conservation efforts and projects. And where it will be receiving the money from? It will be receiving the money from businesses that rely on digital sequence information. So those businesses who are relying on DSI. What is DSI? Digital sequence information. Digital sequence information क्या है? You see genetic information and all. Those who are, you know, secured and altered and generated online digitally. ऐसी information. Businesses, they use these information to grow their, like biotech, etc. to grow, expand their businesses. So government is providing these kind of information. So if you are capitalizing upon these kind of information, you need to contribute, right? So all such businesses who are relying on such DSI will be contributing to this Kali Fund, and biodiversity conservation mein that fund would be utilized. Also remember, this fund is seen as a key step towards meeting Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, which has a goal of stopping and reversing biodiversity loss by 2030. Remember, what is the target of Kunming-Montreal Protocol? Kunming-Montreal Protocol का target क्या है? जितना भी biodiversity loss हुआ है, to stop it and to reverse it. Reverse मतलब to regenerate it. Try to plant new species of say flora, fauna तो आप regenerate नहीं कर सकते, but still try to reverse and stop it by 2030. Next is Denmark recently has announced launch of Green Transition Alliance India. Denmark and India will be collaborating, remember this thing, Green Transition Alliance with India. So India and Denmark will be collaborating towards global carbon neutrality, है ना. नेट जीरो एमिशन का जो टारगेट है इंडिया का, इट इज 2070, डेनमार्क का इट इज 2045. डेनमार्क इज क्वाइट एडवांस्ड, यू सी. हमें भी टाइम लगेगा 2070 तक, इट विल बी पॉसिबल ओनली. So India's net zero target is 2070 and Denmark's net zero target is 2045. Now talking about MOUs, first is between Paytm and DPIIT to provide infrastructure, support, market access, etc. to startups. So DPIIT ने partnership की है Paytm के साथ. Paytm will be providing all these support activities to new startups in the market. Second is Startup Power and the Assam government. They have signed MOU to develop 5,000 megawatts of renewable energy projects involving 30,000 crore investment over the next 5 years. Then next is Indian Bank and IIT Madras. So they have signed this MOU to hold cyber security and fintech hackathon, raising awareness about cyber security and finding solutions. Gift City Gujarat has partnered with Zegal. Zegal is Hyderabad based firm. This is to launch prepaid citizen card and visitor management system. Okay. The next is Paytm and Perplexity. Perplexity आपको पता ही है, Perplexity AI, right? So this is AI to integrate its search features natively into the fintech application. So Perplexity will be providing some search features in the Paytm app itself. This is the MOU. Indian Army and L&T और Indian Army ने sign किया है for procurement of 223 automatic chemical agent detection and alarm systems, okay, with L&T Limited at a cost of 80.43 crores under Buy India category. So L&T will be providing this to Indian Army. Next is PNB has partnered with ITBP for specialized banking services and insurance policies to be provided to personals and their families of ITBP. These are the important MOUs from your 25-26 Feb. Now moving ahead with mergers and acquisition. TrueCap has stated that total value of deal will be 330 crores, in which it will be acquiring InCred will be acquiring TrueCap's gold loan business. InCred will now be acquiring the gold loan business of TrueCap. The next news we have is Science, Tech and Defense. Jeff Bezos space company Blue Origin ने लॉन्च किया है 10th space tourism mission, 10th number of space tourism mission, where they are sending 6 passengers including Indian origin Tushar Mehta to the suborbital space. Now I am telling you, write this name separately, Tushar Mehta. आपको पता है रिसेंटली स्पेस मिशंस में जितने भी इंडियन ओरिजिन एस्ट्रोनॉट्स हैं उनके नाम अभी रिसेंटली पूछा गया था, राइट? आई थिंक इन आरबीआई और RRDAI. Exactly, I don't remember, but either of them it was asked. So this name again becomes very, very important. Remember this name, Tushar Mehta, right? So the 6 passenger fleet will also include Tushar Mehta. तुषार मेहता. फ्लाइट का नाम क्या है? NS30 फ्लाइट, 6 क्रू मेंबर्स हैं. सो दिस इज 10th space tourism flight of Blue Origin, which is a space company of Jeff Bezos. Then next is your private company Astroforge is launching Odin. Odin is microwave size spacecraft. What is Odin? Microwave sized spacecraft है to explore asteroid 2022 OB5. 2022 OB5 for potential mining of precious metals. So they are saying कि ये जो asteroid है 2022 OB5, it has potential precious metals. So to mine them, they have launched this microwave size spacecraft. What is the name? Name is Odin. Remember which mission is it related to? Odin. Astroforge will be launching it. Then next is NASA's new telescope. This SPHEREX is there. a small but very powerful infrared telescope. It is set to launch on 27th Feb. So it has been launched. Remember, to whom does it belong? Spherex. It belongs to NASA. It is designed to take spectroscopic images that measure individual wavelengths of light from a source. So it can tell you about galaxies, their formation, their expansion. So it is quite powerful. Remember, this is Spherex. Then defense में you have DRDO and Indian Navy have successfully conducted the trials of naval anti-ship missile. Naval anti-ship missile का अभी ट्रायल कंडक्ट किया है. एंड रिमेंबर दिस मिसाइल हैज मैन इन लूप फीचर. मैन इन लूप फीचर. व्हाट इज दिस मैन इन लूप फीचर? मैन इन लूप फीचर होता है आपने मिसाइल लॉन्च कर दी, नाउ विद इन दी time period when you have already launched it, you can change the trajectory of the missile. This is man in loop feature. In flight retargeting, you can retarget it. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने एक बार टारगेट सेट करके लॉन्च कर दिया तो वहीं जाएगा. You can in between retarget it. This is man in loop feature. Then moving on to indices and rankings. So Global Financial Centers Index released by London-based Z and partners in collaboration with China Development Institute, Gift City has improved its ranking from 77th to 52nd position in 2024 according to this ranking, right? Global Financial Centers में हमारी जो गिफ्ट सिटी है गुजरात में, उसकी रैंक क्या है? 52nd. Remember that. टॉप 5 सिटीज कौन सी हैं? न्यूयॉर्क, लंदन, हांगकांग, सिंगापुर एंड सैन फ्रांसिस्को. Then you have, according to latest India Philanthropy Report 2025 by Bain and Company, India's top 4 business families, the Tatas, the Ambanis, Adanis and Birlas, they accounted for 20% of the total corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility में जिसमें 2% of your average annual turnover for past 3 years you have to contribute, इसमें they have topped this corporate social responsibility. So 20% is coming from these top 4 families. The next one is International Airport Transport Association projects that passenger members will reach 5.2 billion by 2025. 5.2 billion by 2025. So passenger traffic is increasing. Also, in इस term में, so basically passenger traffic, on the basis of passenger traffic, these are the top 10 airports in countries. You just need to remember Delhi is at the 8th number. Okay, Delhi is at the 8th number from India. So Delhi International Airport is at 8th number. Then next is ILO's World Social Protection Report 2024-26 says proportion of India's population covered by at least one social protection benefit has increased from 24% to 49% 2024. That means social security benefits coverage are expanding, right? So proportion of population covered by at least one of any social protection benefit has increased to 49% in 2024. Awards में you have Animal Welfare Board of India has announced its Prani Mitra and Jeev Daya Award ceremony. Okay, scheduled to be held in Vigyan Bhavan. They will be provided to people who are engaged in animal protection, conservation, etc. 2025 International Booker Prize, the most renowned prize, right? So Kannada writer Banu Mushtaq's story collection Heart Lamp. Remember, Banu Mushtaq's Heart Lamp is among the 13 books those who have featured in 2025 International Booker Prize long list. So remember this name, Heart Lamp. Books में you have Life on Mars, Collected Stories is in news, written by Namita Gokhale. Festivals, Saras Ajivika Mela recently in news. One of India's most celebrated exhibitions of rural art is taking place in Noida. Then you have Herat Festival, very important. This is a festival of Kashmiri Pandit community marking their unique celebration of Mahashivratri. So remember, this Herat Festival is their unique way of celebrating Mahashivratri, the Kashmiri Pandit community. Then you have appointments. Emmy Gleason appointed as acting administrator, Department of Government Efficiency. Then Masato Kanda from Japan, 11th ADB president. This is very, very important appointment. Remember, Asian Development Bank, Asian Development Bank is quite significant. It has been asked recently in the examinations. So Asian Development Bank के new 11th Asian Development Bank president is there, Masato Kanda from Japan, remember. And also remember which number of president, 11th number of president. Then you have Nidhi Khare appointed as additional charge for Ministry of New and Renewable Energy Secretary. Conferences where you have India and Australia recently are stepping into more exploration and innovation with PRISM 2.0 initiative. So you need to remember PRISM 2.0 initiative is between India and Australia. What is PRISM? It is perspectives on regulatory issues in strategic markets. Perspectives on regulatory issues in strategic markets. They will be collaborating to explore opportunities in software services, hardware, ground stations, etc. India and Australia, PRISM 2.0, perspectives on regulatory issues in strategic markets. Then committees, mein, you have Indian Olympic Association has replaced Boxing Federation of India with ad hoc panel. So IOA has replaced the Boxing Federation of India. For this, IOA has formed an ad hoc, that means temporary body, comprising Madhukant Pathak as the chairperson. So remember this name, Madhukant Pathak is the chairperson. Then you have Niti Aayog panel to drive AIMS modernization. Niti Aayog recently has set up a committee to develop a plan for upgrading AIMS. AIMS को और reform करने के लिए, transform करने के लिए, to boost up infrastructure, to have more scientific and innovative infrastructure, governance improve करने के लिए, self sufficiency के लिए. So this is from 25 and 26 Feb. Now let's see 27 and 28. See. So first category, ESI Finance News, UPI transaction, you see, this is important. In the month of January 2025, surpassed 16.99 billion, maximum so far. Last kya tha, if I remember, 16.73 something, right, in 2024. So UPI transactions have surpassed the record. They have created a new record, 16.99 billion. Remember this thing, 16.99 billion. Transactions. Then next is NPCI will be setting up 5,000 person capacity R&D center. R&D center, NPCI is planning to set up 5,000 person capacity होगी. Let's see how do they roll it out. And also remember RBI and NIPL, they aim to extend UPI services to 20 countries by financial year 2029. Abhi kitni countries ne integrate kiya hai? 7 countries so far have integrated UPI. You must remember the names. Hamara target hai 29 tak, 20 countries tak we want to expand UPI. The next is Asian Development Bank has approved $200 million loan to enhance the development of climate and disaster resilient sewerage in Kolkata. कोलकाता में डिजास्टर रेजिलिएंट एंड सीवरेज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए एशियन डेवलपमेंट बैंक ने लोन दिया है $200 million का, right? $200 million. Then next is new passport rules. So central government has recently amended the passport rules, making birth certificates issued by appropriate authority the only proof of date of birth for passport applications born on or after 1st October 2023. Anyone who has born on 1st October 2023 or after 1st October 2023, your only proof of date of birth would be the birth certificate issued by appropriate authority. Nothing else would work for passport verification. Remember that. The next one is, according to World Bank recently, India's economy needs to expand at an average growth rate of 7.8% over the coming decades to become a high income country. High income group में आने के लिए the classification as per World Bank, if we want to be there, in coming decades we must have at least 7.8% of average growth rate. Then Microsoft to retire Skype in May 2025. Skype आपको पता है वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग टेलीकम्युनिकेशन का एक प्लेटफॉर्म था माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का फॉर इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिकेशन एज वेल. नाउ इट इज गोइंग टू एलिमिनेट Skype. Skype is going to be over, right? It will be available till May 5. After that it will be phased out because now you have the Teams from Microsoft replacing the Skype. Teams will be replacing Skype. Okay, Teams will be replacing Skype. Then you have Central Board has recommended, EPFO Central Board has recommended 8.25% rate of interest. 8.25% rate of interest on EPF to its subscribers for financial year 24-25. जितना भी employee provident fund है उसके लिए इन्होंने 8.25 interest rate recommend किया है, right? And also they have done some modifications in the deposit link insurance scheme. Minimum benefit क्या होगा? For early death 50,000 life insurance for EPF members who die within 1 year of service. Benefit after non-contributory period. So it now applies if a member dies within 6 months of last EPF contribution, provided their name is not struck off. Also service continuation consideration, a gap of up to 2 months between jobs will now count as continuous service, ensuring eligibility for 2.5 lakh or 7 lakh EDLI benefits. EDLI में जो deposit linked insurance scheme है 2 महीने का gap will be considered as continuation of the service because sometimes you are in a job search, so it takes time. These are the features. Regulatory bodies में you have SEBI recently launched centralized database portal Bond Central. Bond Central. What is Bond Central? Corporate bonds के लिए है. It is a single source of information on such security. जितने भी corporate bonds होते हैं उसका एक single source of information है Bond Central, launched by SEBI. And who has developed this? It has been developed by Online Bond Platform Providers Association. Remember, Online Bond Platform Providers Association in collaboration with market infrastructure institutions like stock exchanges, clearing corporations, etc. एक सिंगल प्लेटफॉर्म होगा जहां पे कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड से रिलेटेड सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी, सो इट वुड बी मोर एफिशिएंट, मोर इजी टू कनेक्ट विद द पीपल एंड मोर ट्रांसपेरेंट. Next is TCS. The TCS recently has announced extension of its partnership with Norway's largest financial services group, DNB Bank ASA. For what? DNB Bank ASA के साथ for additional 5 years of partnership in digital modernization of banking facilities, right? Then next is IRDAI. The IRDAI has permitted insurers to use equity derivatives to hedge their portfolios. So now recently IRDAI has allowed insurers can use equity derivatives to hedge their portfolios to facilitate insurers to hedge their existing equity exposures against volatility in the equity market and ensure preservation of the market value of their investments. Currently, the framework is it allows insurers to deal in rupee interest rate derivatives in the form of forward rate agreements, interest rate swaps, exchange traded funds. But now you also have this option allowed by IRDAI where you can use equity derivatives to hedge the portfolio. Then you have RBI recently imposed penalty on the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited and IIFL Samasta Finance. Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited पे 16.6 lakh for non-compliance with certain directions regarding KYC. IIFL Samasta Finance Limited 33.10 lakh penalty for non-compliance with NBFC rules and guidelines. Then you have next one is India and Japan to renew $75 billion bilateral currency swap agreement. Currency swap agreement ko they are going to renew. $75 billion ka currency swap agreement will be renewed, right? And signatories will be Bank of Japan and RBI. What is currency swap agreement? You all know that already we have discussed. Currency swap agreement में they agree to swap a predetermined amount of the currencies. जो भी currencies है उसका predetermined amount पहले से decided होगा. Predetermined amount would be swapped also at a pre-agreed exchange rate. Pre-agreed exchange rate. This is to secure the transactions, because exchange rate, they tend to fluctuate. It helps you manage your BOP, provide liquidity, and balance the risk associated with fluctuation of this thing. So remember, India and Japan will be renewing the $75 billion currency swap agreement. Then next one you have is RBI has recently released the All India House Price Index Q3 24-25. Okay, it shows a growth of 3.1% year on year basis. सिटी वाइज वेरिएशन हम देखें, मैक्सिमम जो है कोलकाता में राइज हुआ है, लोएस्ट कानपुर. सिटी वाइज वेरिएशन कहां पर मिला है, मैक्सिमम कोलकाता, लोएस्ट कानपुर. ओके, What is base year of this housing price index? Remember 2010-11. Base year क्या है housing price index का? 2010-11. Then next is India's, according to this SBI report, India's per capita GDP at current prices, that is your nominal GDP, is estimated to reach 2.35 lakh rupees in 24-25. जो private consumption growth है उन्होंने बोली है 6.6%, and then 23-24 में it was 4.6. So this is just the figure. It is important for SBI related and other examinations. Now moving on to banking news. Banking news में you have Bank of Baroda recently has launched loyalty or cashback program functionality for merchants based on programmability aspect of central bank digital currency in collaboration with fintech company. CBDC जो है आपका central bank digital currency, उसका एक programmability aspect होता है. What is this programmability aspect? It enables merchants to issue digital currency with a specific purpose. कि आपने this digital currency you have issued for a specific transaction or a specific purpose, a specific condition. So that can be restricted to that purpose or use only, restricting its use to their stores or selected products, selected services, right? इसको कहते हैं programmability. Bank of Baroda is planning to launch cashback program on such programmabilities. ऐसे जितने भी transactions होंगे तो CBDC पे you will be able to receive cashback. So that is quite innovative. Remember, Bank of Baroda is spearheading this thing. The next is NPCI. NPCI will be launching new features for RuPay Debit Select Card on 1st April 2025. What are the benefits? Airport lounge access मिलेगा आपको, complimentary gym membership, health checkups and all these facilities will be provided. Also, personal accident coverage up to rupees 10 lakh in case of accidental death or permanent total disability, subject to minimum transaction requirement within 30 days before the accident. These are certain features RuPay Debit Select Card would be offering. Next one is Federal Bank recently has unveiled new term deposit product, annuity deposits. Annuity deposits is specifically for resident customers. Annuity deposit में क्या होगा? It will be offering the customers opportunity to receive stable income over a tenure from ranging 5 to 20 years. Annuity में क्या होता है कि आपका payment होता है timely, right? So annuity में you will have a stable source of income from 5 to 20 years, and you can choose the frequency of payout, whether you want the payout monthly, you want the payout quarterly, half yearly, yearly. So that is quite flexible. The next one is Axis Bank has recently launched 9th edition of knowledge sharing seminar Evolve. किसने launch किया है? Remember, Axis Bank has launched this Evolve to help MSMEs, change in the changing business landscape. They have shared a lot of information with the MSMEs, and what was the theme? Remember, theme was future-proofing MSMEs for the new age business. Future-proofing the MSMEs for the new age business environment of businesses. Next is IndusInd Bank has unveiled its collaboration with Professional Golf Tour India as its official banking partner. So remember this thing. IndusInd Bank becomes official banking partner of PGTI. PGTI. Remember this thing, IndusInd Bank. Moving on to national and state news. IIT Madras and Indian Railways have recently launched India's first Hyperloop test track that is going to be very fast, reducing time traveling time between two cities significantly. So this Hyperloop test track for 22 meter is very fast, ultra fast traveling using electromagnetically leviated pods in vacuum tubes. Hyperloop क्या होता है? See, एक vacuum होगा ऐसा, उसके अंदर you will have this train running, right? ये वैक्यूम होगा, उसके अंदर यू विल हैव दिस ट्रेन रनिंग. सो इसकी स्पीड बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. इट इज़ एक्सपेक्टेड कि अगर ये दिल्ली से जयपुर के बीच में रोल आउट होता है, सो दिल्ली टू जयपुर वुड बी ओनली 30 minutes डिस्टेंस. दैट इज that kind of speed it has, right? So remember, IIT Madras and Indian Railways. Then you have India and United Nations. India and United Nations have signed MOU for renewing their projects to broadcast news from UN in Hindi. UN से जितने भी न्यूज़ आती है उनको हिंदी में ब्रॉडकास्ट करने के लिए. So this is important. Remember. The next one is the state news. State news में you have Roti Bank. What is this Roti Bank? It belongs to Bihar. It is an initiative of Bihar. It has been running for 7 years in Chapra in Bihar without interruption, where they provide, cooked food to the poor, daily wage earners, pavement dwellers, underprivileged individuals, etc. So Roti Bank belongs to Bihar. Next is center recently has given nod to second airport in Telangana at Mamnoor. Second airport will be established, will be constructed in Telangana. It has received government's approval. Where? In Manmoor near Warangal. Next is Rajasthan's Education and Panchayati Raj Minister Madan Dilawar has unveiled Shiksha Sanjeevani Bima Yojana. It will provide, personal accident insurance coverage of 1.3 lakh students in government schools across Udaipur division. Government schools में students को accidental coverage it would be providing 1.3 lakh students को, ठीक है. 1 lakh to 1.3 lakh students को personal accident coverage will be provided. The next is international news. Australia has launched a roadmap to strengthen and diversify its trade and investment ties with India. Trade investment को diversify करने के लिए Australia and India are collaborating furthermore. So Canberra will be investing $16 million in this fund. Clean energy, education, agribusiness, tourism, all these will be the sectors onto which they will be collaborating. Then talking about MOUs, so you have India and Thailand signing MOU to boost gem and jewelry exports. Remember, इंडिया ने किस कंट्री के साथ MOU साइन किया है? जेम एंड ज्वेलरी एक्सपोर्ट्स को बूस्ट करने के लिए थाईलैंड. नेक्स्ट इज स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलपमेंट. सो फॉर पार्टनरशिप विद फॉर फाइनेंसिंग MSMEs, बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, Small Industries Bank of India, SIDBI and Tata Capital Limited have signed this MOU. SIDBI and Tata Capital ने sign किया to provide finance to small industries. Remember that. Second is Science Tech. So Blue Origin का New Shepard rocket. Remember this name. New Shepard rocket will make history as it is all female space flight. So this name becomes very, very important since it is all female space flight. What is the name? New Shepard rocket, right? Joined by Katy Perry, then you have Carrie Flynn, Aisha Bo, then you have Amanda Nguyen and Gail King and Lauren Senshin. So basically all of them are females, all female flight New Shepard rocket. Next one is Amazon has unveiled prototype of its first ever in-house quantum computing chip. ये हमने पहले भी कवर किया था. Amazon ने लॉन्च किया है Ocelot. So remember the name Ocelot. Ocelot is what? Quantum computing chip है. It will be having lot of applications into computer software hardware systems, right? So quantum computing chip है Ocelot, Amazon ने unveil किया है. Then you have China's smartphone maker Tecno is set to launch Spark Slim, which is world's thinnest phone. Spark Slim, it is going to be world's thinnest phone. Okay, thinnest mobile phone. Defense में you have Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh released first edition of Ministry of Defense's biannual Hindi magazine. You have सशक्त भारत. So सशक्त भारत क्या है? डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री की biannual मैगजीन है, उसका फर्स्ट एडिशन रिसेंटली लॉन्च किया है डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने. सशक्त भारत, remember. Then you have Indian Army in partnership with Indian Coast Guard and Marine Police has carried out extensive military exercise Jal Thal Raksha 2025 at Bet Dwarka, Gujarat. Jal Thal Raksha. talking about indices and rankings, International Monetary Fund has published list of top 10 richest countries in terms of GDP per capita PPP, purchasing power parity. Purchasing power parity is what? Purchasing power parity mein we try to compare the two countries because purchasing power is different, right? So PPP use करके हम सबकी purchasing power के basis पे GDP पर कैपिटा को कंपेयर करते हैं. These are the top 10 countries: Luxembourg, Singapore, Macau, ASR, Ireland, Qatar. You need to remember India's position here. And also यहाँ पर तो नहीं है, India is fifth among world's top economies, boasting a staggering chain real GDP of $4.3 trillion in 2025. यहाँ पर India नहीं है, but this is not ranked in terms of this list. It is fifth rank for India in terms of world's top economies, real GDP के terms में, right? So fifth position in and top economy. 10 years of growth के basis पे जो टॉप 5 इकोनॉमीज हैं उसमें इंडिया की रैंक 5 है इन टर्म्स ऑफ रियल जीडीपी. ओके, रियल जीडीपी के टर्म्स में. देन यू हैव यस बैंक leads S&P Global Sustainability Rankings. Yes, remember that. Yes Bank has emerged as India's highest rated bank in sustainability for third consecutive year. Yes Bank. Sustainability में best performance. Reports में according to third edition of State of India's Digital Economy 2025, India has secured 11th position in AI research. 11th position in AI research and 16th position in AI infrastructure among 32 countries. So 11th position research mein and 16th position in AI infrastructure. Leading performers are US and China. So US and China are dominating AI research, infrastructure as well as innovation. Awards mein you have NHRC. NHRC has announced winners of 10th prestigious annual competition for short films on human rights. So first prize ka prize money is 2 lakh. What is the name of the film? Who has received? Doodh Ganga. Remember, the film is Doodh Ganga, Valley's Dying Lifeline, directed by Abdul Rashid Bhatt. Theme of the film is pollution in Doodh Ganga river and need for restoration. This is the thing, remember. In which languages it is available? English, Hindi, Urdu with English subtitles. Then you have Sabah Women's Championship 2025 has been won by India, defeating Maldives. Appointments में you have Tuhin Kanta Pandey, very very important, SEBI chairman, appointed as SEBI chairman for 3 years. Remember. Then you have Dora Babu Daparti, deputy CEO of SBI Life, and N. Chandrasekaran, chairman of Ratan Tata Endowment Foundation. Then you have conference. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare recently is set to host 9th National Summit on Good and Replicable Practices and Innovation Public Healthcare System. Public Healthcare System में good practices के लिए it will be conducted in Puri, Odisha. So remember the location. It will be conducted in Puri, Odisha. That is it about 25th to 28C, and now it's time for the top 5 MCQs. First question, quickly tell me the answers. NPCI recently has directed all its users to and apps and all, those who provide UPI Lite, to make transfer out functionality available by. Transfer out functionality कब तक available होगी? Transfer out functionality would be available by. So remember 31st March 2025. Okay, the correct answer would be 31st March 2025, option D. A top advisor, yes, US President Donald Trump to US President is advocating for Canada's removal from Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance. You need to tell me which of the following countries is not a part of Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance. Which of the following countries is not a member of Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance? US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, none of the above. So all of them are there. right? So US, UK, Australia, New Zealand and Canada, all of them are there. So none of the above would be the answer, because none of the above is not there, right? So all of them are there. Remember these names. Next is, according to Global Financial Centers Index released by London-based Z& Partners, what rank Gift City has improved to from 77th in 2024? What is rank of the Gift City India, Gift City Gujarat in 2024? Yes. So what is Gift City's rank here? Quickly tell me. Very good. Gift City's rank is 52nd, right? 52nd rank hai Gift City. The next is Blue Origin's which of the following rocket will make history with an all-female space flight? All-female space flight. Which rocket is going to create this history with all-female space flight of Blue Origin? Tell me. Which rocket is this? New Shepard, right? So option D, New Shepard rocket. Remember this name. Next is, which of the following bank has emerged as India's highest rated bank in sustainability for the third consecutive year? Oh, sorry. Best performing bank in terms of sustainability for the third consecutive year. Very good. Yes Bank. So remember, this is an important question. Now it's time for the homework question for today. According to World Bank, India's economy needs to expand at an which average growth rate, which of the following, to get into the high income category? Okay, this is your learning exercise. You will be telling me this thing in the comment section. Last question, जो last class में दिया था, it was which of the following has partnered with KM Dastoor Reinsurance Broker to introduce India's first AQI based insurance for laborers, right? So yes, the correct answer here is Go Digit General Insurance. All you have provided me the good answer. Girish Pradhan, all of you have provided this right answer. So yes, the correct answer is Go Digit General Insurance. That is it for today's session. I hope you have enjoyed the class. So we have covered the news from 25th to 28th February CA is over. Keep on revising simultaneously. We will be meeting up in the next session with March CA, right? Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you in the next session.